Well, hey there team, and welcome to Stationeers. Well, hey there team, and welcome back to our Stationeers run. Is this the day? Is it where we finally do it? Maybe. Now, just continuing on, we're going to be fast, obviously, because we're running out of food. I think we're out of food, and we're going to have to start eating raws. Finally, the stuff in these pipes are too hot, right? That is our final hurdle to overcome. Where is my bloody iPad? Where is my iPad? Hang on. Have I put it in my belt or something? Where the Okay. Oh god, have I placed it somewhere? It's not in there. Oh, this can't be good. Is it somehow in my belt? Can you put the iPad in your belt? Oh my god, I was freaking out so hard. Alright, so you can put the iPad in your belt, so that's nice to know. Okay, cool. So if we have a look here, CO2's at 50 degrees. Not good. Alright, now something I was playing with the idea of was trying to pour some sort of ice water or something like that over this. People pointed out very quickly, there's the answer over there, by the way. I've got an answer, but I'm just sort of back briefing. We need to work out what we're going to do for food. What do we eat? Any magic last stashes? I don't think so. I think that's it. I think we're going to have to eat something. I'm going to eat a potato. I've been told that's a go. Wheat. Tomatoes. I'm going to eat one potato. I accidentally dumped... Oh my... I'm going to eat two potatoes, apparently. Good to know. So if I dumped it into vacuum, my hope was that it would go to liquid form before it went to gas form, and we might be able to get some transfer there, but it won't. It will sublimate, which is where it will go straight from being solid into gas form, because it's vacuum, and there will be no transfer. Alright, some people suggested some interesting ideas about messing with that room and that, but I think I have the solution. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get some water. I think that's water over there. That could be it as well, but we'll find out. Let's put this bloody iPad in my belt. I don't want to leave you hanging, but I'm trying to multitask. You know how I am. All right, we're gonna swap to mining rig. All right, we're gonna grab this. Is that water or oxide? Oxide. I want water. I want water. Not oxide, though it is still ice at the same time. We could probably still work with oxide. You know what, we're in a hurry. It's definitely dangerous. Oh, I'm just going to quickly... You know what, I'm going to quickly see if I can see some water. Okay, so the plan is... I'm going to drain the main room, the original room that's got all those hot gases in there. I'm going to vacuum that room, and it's going to be nil temperature. I'm then going to put ice water in there, or ice anything if we can't find water, which looks like a very distinct possibility, which is going to drop the temperature, right? I'm then going to swap the filtration system off and replace it with the air conditioner, the portable air conditioner, because what that does is that connects it to... Is this water? This might be water, actually. It's bloody oxide again. I think we're just going to have to... Oh, Jesus, I'm flying. I think we're just going to have to do it. Yeah, so essentially when you attach the air conditioner unit to a source, the CO2 for example, it will heat exchange between that. Now usually you'd use it for cooling, right? You'd heat the fluid inside to cool the room outside. But we're going to use it back to front. Instead of using it as a cooler, I'm going to use it as a heater. And we're going to heat the room with cold ice in there. We're going to heat the ice room with our CO2 coolant. I thought I saw something here. Oxide. And then we'll probably have to keep flushing the room, especially if we end up using bloody oxide, because I really don't want to heat a bunch of oxide in this room. But I don't know if we have a choice now. Don't know if we have a choice. Right, well, we're doing it. We're doing it with oxide. It's happening. So that's my plan. Flush the room, dump oxide in there at cold temperature, heat exchange that into the CO2. Fingers crossed. Could be a terrible idea. I could be about to brick my game. Don't know. Oh god, I thought I'd lost my base then. All right. We can do this. Can't believe I ate 2 potatoes by accident. It's probably not a big deal. Like, I was going to eat them anyway, right? Oh, well. Rip the air in this room anyway. Who cares? Out you go. Alright. Oh, Christ. Of course I don't have that battery charging. Oh, of course. Alright, well, let's flip this back. Wow, look at that. That's on full bore as it is anyway. Let's flip batteries. Cool. Come on, flush. Just taking its sweet time, isn't it? Set inward. Suck, baby, suck. Or have I got that back to front? I think I had that back to front. I don't really want to put O2 ice into 102 degrees, even if it is low pressure. Oh, do I do it? Well, look, at the very least, I can fiddle with this machine now, right? So we're going to swap machines. Wait. Stop. No, just turn off. Oh my god. You mongrel. Alright, now we're going to have to... Is there a way to drain... Does it not have a handle to pull off the inner... Oh, that worries me. I don't want whatever's in there mixed in. How do I... Come on. Air conditioner on. What is in there? I don't know what gas is already in it. Anyway, look, it doesn't matter because this is it. This is our last chance. This is what we got to do. We got to do what we got to do. Or the other option is just wait and pray. And I'm not the praying type. Alright. Oh god. Now this might contaminate our coolant. Unless I'm not doing this right. I mean, look, unless I've misunderstood how this machine works, but I think essentially now that generates a source of coolant. I could be wrong. I could be totally wrong. 96 degrees, you say? Hey, look, we don't have any sparks. There's nothing running. So we should be good, right? Right? Look at that drop, that immediate drop. Hey, well, at least that works, right? It probably couldn't hurt to keep some of the pressure. Oh my god, I bet I put the crowbar in the... I did. I put the crowbar in the wrong thing. You idiot. Alright, hang on. Well, I could probably use the extra pressure. I probably could have kept it in there, but I don't know. I'm scared of oxygen now. Like, without a spark, we should be fine. But I'm still scared. Because, you know, you got to learn from your mistakes. Alright. Excuse me. Well, look, that's 14 degrees. We should be able to at least do a test. Alright, so if we go portable air conditioner... No, okay. Set cold. So to cool this room, which is what we want to set it to. So if I turn this on, it should heat this room up. Or, hang on. Set hot. Set hot, maybe. Set hot. Come on. I mean, we've got bugger all pressure, so stuff it. Let's get some pressure. Oh, god damn, this tickle. This is good. This is really good. What if we... It's heating up. Oh my goodness. Alright, now do we keep this pressure in this room? I think maybe... Look, we could always vent it in a minute, so it's not a big deal. Set inward. On. Cool. Alright, well here's the test. Did I seriously put the iPad back in there as well? God damn it. It's these little mistakes. Wait. Am I insane? Wait, did I put the iPad in my... Oh, it's in 5. It's in 5. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Whatever. I'm starting to flat spin at the moment, which is not good. 9 degrees! 9 degrees! I'm a bloody genius! Oh. Alright. Right. Alright. We leave that on, remember? Set outward. Alright. So this should be inward. Ah. Alright. I think that's all. I think that's everything that we have in the tank. Oh. It's not warm enough, and it's not high enough pressure. Right? Well, hang on. Maybe we're draining some more in. Alright, it's not the end of the world yet. We've got one more thing that we can do, which is our waste tank. Now this, as we checked... Whoops, I pressed Q then. Let's have E. This, as we checked, is like half O2, half CO2, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so... shit. It's warm in here. Oh, alright, hang on. I only just put a little squirt in there, but it was the whole, it dumped the whole tank immediately, which, you know, it's under super high pressure. Right, we didn't blow ourselves up doing that, so that's really good news. CO2 and O2, that's fine. That's fine. Temperature's the problem. Man with a plan. Man with a plan. Oh, Jesus, this is gonna... The pressurization's gonna be interesting. Alright, no, we're fine. Alright. How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do this? It just needs to be colder, straight up. This is too hot. I was gonna potentially send. No. We're gonna put it all back in the tank, even though it's got oxygen in it as well. That's fine. Switch. We're putting everything back in. Wait, what if I just let a tiny little bit in? Oh. Well, it's warm now anyway. No. Everything out. Everything out. Alright. We got this. We've got to go back into that room and cool again. I think we might have let a little bit out then. That's fine, whatever. Did I leave that running? No. Alright, we're going to recool. Stop panicking, Scarlet. We're going to be fine. We can eat that bloody big pumpkin if we have to. I don't really care. Alright. Now, do we drain out this room first? Or do we cool? Hey, look, we've got so much oxide out there anyway. Who gives a shit? Alright. Has it got any charge? Nope. At all? Just a little bit? God damn. Everything's so fiddly. No! I'm looking... Oh god, you reckon we can just run the whole system on that? We're not really using anything. Oh. I should have at least brought one of the batteries out with me. That'll charge. Oh my god, man. This is it. We're up against it. We're gonna let that hunger run right down. Now the problem is I don't know how like I have no way of knowing how cold or how hot we want to make the... No, there might be a fix actually. I might be able to do something about this. Temperature 12, but then it's going to get pressurized. So, who's to say? I've got it back to front still. Come on. Come on. Oh, we're so close. It's pretty close. 3, 5, 6. Flush. Come on. I wonder. You know what? We're gonna give it a go. We're stuffed either way. Oh, if we don't. We're gonna give it a go. We're gonna see if we can. Here we go. Mercy me. Potato is wilting. Potato is wilting. What is wilting? It's getting sun, isn't it? Maybe I'm in the way? Well, that's bad. That looks like a health bar. Probably need to let it repressurize before I flush it. My best bet is that we just don't have enough pressure. Oh my god. What can I do? I mean, I could put my waste tank, but that's going to have heat. The heat might help actually, just a tiny bit, just the tiny little bit of waste that it's generated in that meantime. Oh my god. Let's try it. Drain, you mongrel. That's the best that we're going to get from it. Oh. It's not wilting. It's growing. My potato's growing. Oh my god. It's growing, right? That's what's going on. Oh. Oh. Alright, well. Oh. We're not out of the woods yet. Because I don't even know what the yield is on these things. I'm presuming it's not enough to grow it and live on it, especially with that 16% food. We're going to go down to almost starving, and we're going to start eating everything that's not potato, because we at the very least know how to grow a potato in this environment. But it should be uphill from now if we don't starve to death first, right? Because if you think about it, alright, so if anything, this is going to be eating CO2, and it's going to be generating heat. So we're getting more heat. So that's not a bad thing. So we're obviously going to have to monitor this whole system. I'm curious what happens to it when we do this. I don't know, not much. Oh, alright. Oh my god, and this whole time I left it running on the tiny little battery there. That was doing alright, the vent's running on that. Alright, now what do we do? What's the next step? Build a hydroponics tray like ASAP. Get another one going. Is it in here though? Oh, it's right there. I'm looking at it. You're an idiot. Alright, iron. Alright, we're going to need pipe as well. So let's put that in there. Let's pick that up and put that in there. What do we eat first? I mean, the tomatoes might sustain us for a bit. Soybeans, wheat, corn, fern. That'll be for making oxygen, obviously. But we've only got a single pumpkin. Maybe tomatoes. Let's just eat one tomato. What happens? Well, the warning went away, so that's something. I'm going to keep the tomatoes in my inventory because they're doomed. We're going to eat a bunch of them. Alright, hang on. We can do this. We can do this, team. At the very least, this is a pretty big victory. Coming out the other side of all that nonsense. Alright, vent on. Open. Close. How you going, little buddy? Potato has no sunlight. Well, there's not much we can do about that. At least we know that it gives a specific sunlight warning. Alright, now, in this limited space, I think the best thing that we could probably do for mass production is something like that, right? We're going to get the most sort of units in here. Like that. Alright. Now, is planting it during the night unwise? Well, it's worth knowing. Let's find out. Potato has no sunlight. Alright, but it's not wilting or anything like that. I wonder if the sunlight thing just pauses its growth, perhaps? I wonder if you can even put lights on them, you know, and actually make like a sort of hydroponics room. Interesting. Well, look, we've only got one more potato anyway, so I'm going to go make another thing. Look at the temperature come up, though. 21 degrees already. That's actually fascinating. Still a lot of CO2. Well, the original plan was to just keep sort of pumping more CO2 into the room. That's cool, but we have a problem in that we have no CO2 in that system. So what do we do here? Well, we'll wait until it gets a problem. Like, we've still got a pressure threshold. I think as long as we watch them, they should be able to get a lot more temperature before it becomes a catastrophe. At that point, we should have a bit of a grow going, and we should try and mass produce this now while we've got the chance. So we can at least see what it takes to have multiple of these units running at once. Oh, shit. I guess we wait for that. So it's not clear to people, perhaps, because I pulled the large battery out. The grid's dead right now. There's no power in the grid. See, but that's not the end of the world. We'll have to rejig that battery. It could have happened at a worse time, that's for sure. But when the sun comes back around, it will start recharging that battery. It'll charge it enough that we can suck this back in and we won't lose this room's pressure. Good thing I didn't panic. You know, if I'd panicked, I might have opened it up and lost this. But we'll still be able to go back. We just have to wait for day and we'll put that backup battery in there. And that's why you need redundancy. That's why you need, like, fleshed out sort of grids and backup. And I love redundancy. And at least my explanation of that is, here's a system, and that system could break. What happens when it breaks? Backup plan, right? If you've got like 3 levels of redundancy, it's always great. Now, usually better when they're separate systems. So like, I don't know, what could you say? Have a coal generator in case your solar generator breaks, you know? Things like that. It'll be interesting, since we're stuck in this room having a conversation together for the moment. Fleshing out my plans for things going forward. Redundancy is something be interesting. Now, obviously, I've worked on, you know, warships and that sort of stuff, and I come from that engineering sort of discipline. And things like, I get very excited about having, well, we've got like our furnace room potentially in our base down the track, right? Very hot, very dangerous, right? But I like the idea of having some sort of CO2 dump system, which is something that you usually have. It's not just in warships, but it's in large mechanical spaces, in plants and that sort of stuff. And essentially, it's, you know, I suppose the basic way, it's not super sophisticated, is that you have CO2 in pipes or tanks or anything like that, pretty much above the room or something like that, and you have a release that you can hit potentially from inside or remote, and you just dump CO2 into that room. And it should just, I mean, it's not always guaranteed. It depends the type of chemical fire that you've got going, but it's a pretty good system for stopping an out of control explosion or fire or something like that. So, like, I kind of like the idea of doing that. You know, I'm going to make a CO2 dump thing and potentially have, like, a DC control room, you know? Have a look at having, so that you could potentially remotely try and control a problem within your base as it gets larger. And maybe, I mean, I think there's, like, LEDs and that, so you could light up and it would give you an idea of this section is compromised or vacuumed, and so potentially have remote doors, access passageways. Like, I'm not done with this game. So that's the sort of stuff in my mind. Like I said, I want to play with the idea of using a turbine to use heat, because heat's something that we're going to capture, and it seems like a waste to just straight up drain it. So some sort of heat exchange to maybe try and harness the heat as much as we possibly can. What else? Well, they're main ones thoughts. Probably the next step after this, I don't want to make plans and that, but what else am I going to do? I'm just going to sit here in this airlock and wait for the sun to come up. Actually, you know what? Can we turn our... Since we're running out of power ourselves, we'll sit here in the dark. One of the next things is going to be shore up the power grid, probably. Obviously, we want to try and automate the grow system as well. So we'll be doing a couple of jobs at once. But I'll probably just build bulk solar panels just for sort of brute forcing it. But I also will write a program at some point for it to track the sun's rotation. And then beyond that, I would like to, if I still can, I used to do this when I played this at launch, potentially build a logic hard switch for the rotation as well. So it actually doesn't need a program at all. It's just actual logic gates moderating it, so there'd be no draw. Because the problem with something that tracks the sun is that it can fail. It requires battery power. So then you need a separate grid for it to be fueled, or like a backup fueling grid to make the solar panels move. I mean, I guess it's not the end of the world if they died, because at some point the sun will restart them eventually. But anyway, lots of thoughts. All right, well, look, I think we will start the next episode running out of this airlock and hitting the ground running. But yeah, this is probably a good time to finish. So team, thanks for joining me. What an adventure. We're almost out of the woods. I think I MacGyvered the cooling system quite well today. But we might just leave it there, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.